Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to another episode of Ark'z. On today's episode, we are going to be jumping into the captain's seat of the biggest ship we've ever had the chance to review. So, ladies and gentlemen, Albatrossz7. From 888 or Win, whatever you like to go by. They're currently in the 888 guild for the Season 7 playoffs. On these episodes of Ark'z, what we like to do is we like to find out what these big guys are spending their money on. Are they building big commanders? What's their research? How big's their army? What's their gear like? So there's going to be some main segments I want to cover, and I'm going to start with commanders today. I know what his main is. I know from experience. He's a popular member of the community. He's a filthy Vega main. Better move that camera, otherwise that's going to look weird. There we go. 1.6 million leadership with some amazing gear to boot. Although you'll notice this isn't all level 50 gear. Level 50 gear is possible. This is all level 40 gear, and it's worth quite a bit of money. You're probably wondering, well, Mount, how much money exactly? Well, unlike the Melange Bots videos, I'm going to break it down real simply, and if you want to check my math, you could do it in the other videos. A level 40 piece of gear costs about 1.3 million gold to make. If you buy if you spend the gold to buy the Melange during a buy one get one event and the upgrade success event, it costs you about 1.3 million to get a level 40 piece of gold. 1.3 million gold translate to roughly $600 to $1,000, depending on the gold pack. To make it easy, I'm just gonna say $1,000. Now I know when you buy a gold pack, you also get a bunch of other items as well. So calling it 1,000 just makes it easy. You want level 40 pieces of gear, they're $1,000 a piece. Level 45 pieces of gear, we're calling that about $4,000 a piece. And level 50 piece of gear, about $12,000 a piece. If you want to split hairs on the numbers here, guys, listen, it's not a real cut and dry equation. But listen, that's what we're going with. That's about average. So right in front of you, you're looking at, what do we got? $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, and a 45 for another 4,000, which gives us a total of $8,000, roughly. Which is nothing if you really think about what we're actually talking about here, which is a commander that has 1.6 million leadership, which costs about $30,000 in just magazines alone during events and buy one get one. That's about $30,000 for a 1.6 million leadership. So we got a $30,000 commander with $8,000 worth of gear. There you go. Nice and easy, right? Obviously, he's running a breakdown with all the gear set Gemini. Gemini breakdown is the best combo in the game. He does have unlocked at least 3 gems on everything. It looks like his chest piece and his second Titan are still locked, but he does have 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. He is running Gemini or Libra. I'm sorry, why are you running Libra? Maybe this is different gear than he uses for Galactic Battle? This may not be his regular gear all the time. Level 30 pieces of gear are only worth about $300. They're like 400,000 gold. But still, $300, $300, $300, that's $1,000. Well, that's $900. Listen, math is hard, okay? But as a Vega main, you'll notice he's not using the Devil's Touch, the Penetration Helm. And that's because Penetration doesn't stack with Breakdown. So it's great for airship commanders, not so great for Vega at the moment. He was able to get the infantry Wrath as well. I don't think he's an infantry class, but we're going to check his research after we finish calculating up what his commanders are. So he runs a Vega main, simple enough. In super big guilds like his, a top 4 guild, you're going to have a Rogers main, you're going to have a Reinhardt main, you're going to have a Gilly main, you're going to have a Vega main. He's the Vega main. He's got a 500,000 Rogers, which I would love my full metal to meet. But 500,000 Rogers, huge Rogers. That's a lot of leadership for a backup commander. It's a $10,000 leadership investment in just Rogers alone. Plus, he's got another $3,000 in gear on him. So, $13,000 Rogers. There you go. And then we've got a little bullet here, 50,000 bullet, easy, just to score some points in Galactic Battle. Just a throwaway bullet to just get some points for the team. Love this build here. I don't love what he's doing here with the Titans, though. Those Titans don't really give him that accuracy. What is this, like a weird PvP bullet, or is he messing with me? Okay, so let's double check his commanders here, see if there's any ones he's hiding, see if he's leadership banking any commanders here. What's interesting is he has every commander in the game. Look at this. There's no missing commander, so that's cool. I've never actually put that on a video. And he does have some leadership tied up in a Plasma here and a Hoodoo as well, a Pocket Hoodoo build. So 2 utility commanders with 30 and 20,000. Oh, one more thing. Does he have Santa Takeda? No, he does not have Santa Takeda. All right, let's transition. What do we got left? We've got Research tab, we've got his army size, and then we've got miscellaneous items in his inventory. But let's not forget, he did give us a free release at the Warp Gate. So you know what that means. In the comments below, guess the commander coming out of the Warp Gate today. At the end of this video, I'm going to release that commander. If you guess it right, you get 2 points for the drawings during the live streams for the free melt pins or whatever merch I'm handing out at the time. Okay, let's jump into the Research tab, if I can find it. As expected, he's going to have all the basic research maxed out, including the walkers and infantry. He has all the basic research, what is this called, developmental tab done. And then we go to Advanced tab. This is where it gets interesting and expensive. Okay, so it looks like he did leave infantry and walker accuracy at level 5. He did take airship accuracy to the max. He went maxed airship HP on advanced HP. Wow. That's expensive. Cronus, Rhea, Sirius, done. Okay. And then infantry, advanced dodge, advanced walker, 5 and 5. And then, wow, maxed airship dodge. Here's where he finally hit the wall. Advanced airship defense, level 6. Still working on it. Needs 350 million food and parts, 350 million gas, 50,000 unlimited crystals. For those of you wondering what unlimited crystals are, at level Bridge 21, you start getting those when you buy gold packs. There's other ways to get them, but it's not very easy. And you get about 1,000 for $100. So in events, you can get 1,500 for $100. So you're looking at about $3,000 to invest and upgrade this advanced airship defense from level 6 to level 7. $3,000. That's a lot of money. And level 5 hyperspace airship with 45,000 just to go from level 5 to 6 of the new hyperspace crystals, unlimited crystals, hyperspace crystals. Once again, you only get 1,000 per, so this is $4,500 to go from level 5 to level 6, and all it gives you is 16% mastery, which is actually good, but it's a lot of real money, man, for 16%. Anyway, he is a T12 Origin account. His infantry, it looks like he is working on infantry. He did do a research there. But I think he's more focused on getting his airships taken care of. So he's still got a ways to go. He's definitely fine. He's at that an average to above average tier 12 account for a super spender. There's only a few players in our game that actually have these last 3 all maxed out, and we know them by name. So that's the research tab. Full-blown airship main, as expected. We'll jump in advanced development, see if there's anything interesting here. Looks like unlimited forage crystallization. Yeah, of course. Looks like he didn't do the nuclear battery or gas research, probably because he gets so much of it elsewhere. And he also doesn't get big data investment cash. That's probably one he could get, but he's focusing on spending his unlimited crystals on the research. That's where you get your real PvP value. That gives you better value for your troops and, less losses. So, okay, we've done the research. As far as the total value of the research cost for tier 12 alone, I honestly don't know on hand. I want to say it's like 20,000, 30,000 just in those crystals alone, not to mention the resources. Check the comments below. That's the one thing I haven't done, a complete breakdown of that stuff. There are spreadsheets for it, but I haven't laid it out. So we've got, what, 50,000 in commanders, 40,000, 50,000? 50,000. 50,000 in commanders, probably 30,000 in research, maybe twice that number. I don't know offhand. But we're definitely nearing the 100K range. 100,000 real dollars. Let's check out army size. Yeah, that's where you can spend a lot of money. Okay. Now, we know he's an airship man. Whoa. Hold the presses. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the biggest Ranger meat shield I've ever seen. That's 110 million meat shield. Not 1 million, not 10 million, not 20 million, which is so hard to do. This is 110 million. That's a lot of Rangers. And look at that, 2 million tier 2 infantry, 30. Oh my God, look at all these troops. He probably had to build some of this for mobilization. But Jesus, this is, and 6,000 tier 11 infantry. That's a lot of tier 11 infantry. That's almost as much as I have, and I'm an infantry main. And 3,000 tier 10 infantry? Oh my God, that's so much infantry for not being that as your main class. What does he have in his airship tab? Oh, wow. Okay, then we've got another 35 million powers in tier 1 Yetis. Each one of those is worth 1 power. That's 35 million power. What is his power? 515 million. Jeez, I probably should have opened with that. Okay, if you guys are wondering why this is starting to get a little crazy for me, because research is expensive. Leadership is expensive. I've been telling you the numbers. We're at like about 100,000 at this point. When we start getting into this tab right here, this number is going to get crazy. Okay, let's ignore the tier 1 and tier 2, and let's go right to the tier 12. Oh, man. 13,000 tier 12. 13,000 tier 12 airships. All right, for those of you wondering just how much money that is, let me show you. If you take a 1.6 million leadership commander and fill all the slots, he filled them all. Oh my God. And he has extra. $40,000 to buy the resources for those troops to fill one slot. One slot. And that's if you buy the troops cheapest possible. Buy one, get one resources. Buy one, get one troop. And evolve all your tier 11 to tier 12. You can get a 20% discount or so. It still comes out to $40,000 per slot. That's $240,000 worth of troops. Fuck. I've never been on an over $300,000 account. Leadership, gear, army size, $300,000 if you wanted to build this account. I will concede that it is possible that you could have your entire guild funnel resources to you for about 2 years nonstop, 80 accounts with 10 alts each, and you could do it without having to pay any money at all. But these troops are so expensive that it's unrealistic to consider farming them. That's a little crazy. Okay, so you're probably saying to yourself, well, Melt, what are you going to do now that you have access to a 500 million leadership account, 500 million power account with a 1.6 million leadership Vega and full slots of tier 12? I think we should go to Endless Ace. Oh, we can't go to Endless. Let's go to regular Ace. Let's give this Vega a test drive, shall we, boys? Here we go. Oh, look at this. Do I have the right gear on? I'm sure I do. God, I can't believe there's people he hasn't beaten. Oh, Roger. Well, that could be why. 390 million power. This could be a problem. Oh, yeah, actually, he'll probably beat us. Okay, so Rogers is a tough matchup for Vega if it's an equal match. Wow, I don't see Rogers this big in my ace matchups, and I see some pretty big matchups. So, look at that base damage. Not very good. Tear space, not that great, especially against Rogers. Well, now we're going to get destroyed, but you really got to land that breakdown Gemini to really get the advantage. Let's try this guy. 200 million power. Let's see what a tier 10 tier 10 plasma bomb does to tier 12 airships. Oh, it doesn't even kill, what, 4 each slot? He's lucky to get that many. Another Vega with tier 12. Look how small this Vega is. You guys, I really got to reinforce the fact that he has full slots of tier 12. Full slots. Usually when people get tier 12, they're so expensive. And 1.6 million leadership is absurd to be honest. They can usually fill 1 or 2 slots. Maybe 3. He has all 6. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright, so here's a Rogers, a third of our size. This could be a problem for us. Let's see if we can break him down. Yeah, we got through him. Okay, still took some damage along the way. That would have been a long replay. But, wow, that's a lot of fun. Okay. Let's do one more thing. We still got to do a commander release. If you haven't written in the comments below, take a second. Write the commander you think is coming out of the free release right here. Can I zoom into that? I can. Okay. Let's take a look at our items. See what else he's got here. With an account this big, you have to expect some craziness. All right. Let's see if anything sticks out. Looks like he's bought a lot of the 20% speed ups. These are not, you don't get these for free. You have to pay for these with gold. He's got a lot of them. He maxes out his free buffs when he's in GB. You may as well if you get an account this big. You're talking about throwing around $300,000. You may as well spend the extra $500 to make sure you have the best buffs on everything. Wow, look at these speed ups. Oh my god. So 22,000 8-hour speed ups. 10,000 24-hour speed ups. That's a day at 365 days. He's got like 100 years of speed ups here. I'm going to do the math and then do like a spinny animation right here to tell you how many hours or days of speed ups he has, because I can't calculate this without a calculator. It looks like he's not doing the penetration weapons yet because he runs a Vega. He doesn't need the penetration gear, but that is a viable thing. As far as the legendary gear is concerned, nothing crazy sticking out. Oh, there's a bad Titan. Bad Titans Club. What's up, guys? You can kind of go through here and kind of calculate what everything's worth based on the 40 gear, but I think really the story of this account is the troops he has. Jesus, those tier 12 airships. Oh, he's got a lot of those gems. I didn't even see all those gems. Looks like all the resources in his larders. He's got tons of resources. No problem healing. Wow, that's a lot of cash. 8 primary AI. 112 beta bots. Jesus. Was there an event I missed out on where they were just handing these things out like candy to get all your gear to level 30? Goodness. All right, so that's about the inventory. Not too interesting. Nothing stuck out. Maybe I missed it. If I missed it, put it in the comments below. What do you guys think of this account? This thing's huge, right? Oh my god. Is there anything else I want to show off here? What else can we show off? Yo, what's going on with this Jose guy in guild chat? He's sending out selfies of himself taking a crap on the toilet. And let's do this commander release. If you get it correct, put it in the comments below. So, coming out of the warp gate for Albatross's release. That sounds weird. All right, Albatross, Big Bird. Here we go. For those of you wondering why he's named himself Albatross, it's not because of golf or the big flying bird. It's Monty Python. Monty Python. So tells you how old he is, at least. Gives you an idea. All right, enough about that. I hope you put your commander in the comments below. The release is coming. No lying. I'll know if you're lying. If you get it right, put it in the comments, and then I'll throw your name extra in the raffle in the next live stream when we give out a pin. Okay, here we go. Mary. It's going to be Mary. Rock. Oh, shit. I bet some people got that one right. All right. Well done. Rock is in it. Ignore tier suppression commander. Very popular commander. I don't talk too much about him. He's more of a PvP side, server side fighter. He's not much of a galactic battle fighter. So let's talk about Albatross's total account value. Going back with a little bit of a recap here. So the main things to focus on: 1.6 million leadership, $30,000. Level 40 gear, $1,000 a piece. One level 45 gear is worth about $4,000. There's about $8,000 there. All of his level 40 gear combined, you're looking at probably $20,000 in melange. That's pretty fair. Maybe a little less, a little more. He's definitely got some AI bots along the way. So we'll call it the leadership for Vega, $30,000. The leadership for Rogers, another $10,000. We'll call it $40,000 so far, plus $20,000 for the gear. $60,000 for the commanders and their gear. Research tab, as far as the tier 12 is concerned, I really don't know this one too specifically. I know it's around 20,000. I don't know how far in the advanced tab he went off the path. Like, I don't know how much he paid for airship advanced dodge. I don't know how much he paid for. That's it. Yeah. So I'm guessing around 20 to 40,000 here. There's a big variance here. I'm very aware of that. So at that point, let's just say we're at, let's say 80,000 on the low side, 100,000 on the high end. Real money, people. Real money. Most expensive game in the world. All right, now, of course, the big thing that costs all the money in this game for the super high level players is the troops. Albatross has 13,213 tier 12 airships. I am ignoring the 700 tier 11 airships. I'm ignoring the 3,200 tier 11 walkers. That's a lot to ignore. I'm ignoring 6,000 tier 11 infantry. Just on the cost of airships alone, each stack is $40,000 in resources under the best circumstances to spend money to buy them. 40, 80, 120, 240, 240,000 plus the 80,000 from the gear and leadership. And the research, so what was that, 80,000 total plus 240, 320,000. Math is hard. 320,000. So what you're saying to yourself, there's no way this person actually paid that much money. Well, you can cut corners on getting resources. You can get help from your guilds and alts and all types of ways. But to get that many resources, you're talking 1 billion gold worth of resources, you're going to need help. You're going to have to spend money whenever you get the chance, whenever a big event comes around. But the research, you can't ignore. The leadership for your commander, you can't ignore. You can't use bots to farm over 1 million leadership. For those of you that think this is ridiculous and these people need to spend their money on different things, the type of people that spend the money on these kind of games, you know, they're not hurting, right? This is something they enjoy doing. It's something fun for us to kind of look at and say, wow, like this really happens. It does, you know, and these are the players that keep our servers open. You know, these are the guys that are helping fund the company to release new events every week, new commanders every month, new, you know, galactic battle rules, new galactic battle events, just assets, people making animations, the new ship updates. Those things cost money, and these players help give it to us. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Oh, this is a poem from Joker Bones. Roses are red, violets are blue. Albie's my huggy bear, and his Ark is sexy too. Kissy emoji. Reading other people's mail is a felony, Melt. Someone needs to tell Joker Bones he just learns how to spell felony. His spelling is a crime. Another special shout out to Voodoo. You know, she is just a sweetheart. Every guild needs a great, sweet lady to just kind of meld the whole group together. And I think Voodoo does that for 888. Just a lovely woman. This is the best guild chat ever.